What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. Crypto is, let's be honest, boring right now. We're probably not even going to get a lot of views in this video. Crypto's been trading down and sideways now for quite some time. I've been saying expect some price action to probably change in about 11 days when the FOMC meeting takes place, September 17th. A lot of whales and people and banks are saying that Jerome Powell is like 98% chance he's going to cut interest rates. If that's the case, we're going to see a rally like we haven't seen before. I'm talking like 2024's rally to end the year on steroids. So it's going to be a very crazy thing if that happens. But I also gave you guys my viewpoint as well recently, saying if we do not cut interest rates, if we do not pivot, if Jerome Powell decides not to put the money printer back on for this month, I expect a big drop down, which I'll be buying a lot more crypto if that happens. I'm actually cashing up just in case of that. I'll probably DCA today if I can, but I'm definitely going to be looking to get better entries if he decides to not cut interest rates. That being said, this is one of the last times we're going to be able to buy blue chips. So I'm talking like even your top 100 coins at decent discounts. I'm talking like your XRPs, your Solanas, your Cardanos, your Chainlinks, so on and so forth. The top 100 coins, Pepe Bank. And I went over my top crypto to buy in September list a few days ago. A lot of you enjoyed that video. I'll make more videos like that too. Because there's a lot of cryptos out there right now that are undervalued or at least on good discounts. And when you fast forward time from now, you're going to be looking back at these charts in hindsight, and either two things are going to happen. You're going to wonder what the hell you've been doing this whole time, why you wasted so much time to not buy discounts, or you're going to be so glad you bought these discounts and you're going to be very happy. So whatever side you fall on will ultimately be your decision, your future. Got my cup of coffee ready. Going to hit the gym, do some cardio after this. I just took my dog for a walk. So market cap is currently 3.8 trillion. You can see here. So yeah, it's been trading sideways now since the end of August. I expect this to continue until the second half of September. Once Jerome Powell makes his decision, we'll go from there, whether it's up or down. Again, I don't like how people are saying there's a 98% chance he's going to cut. Whenever you see polarizing viewpoints like that, it always creates a huge unexpected surprise, and it just ends up being bad. So I usually don't like all or nothings. To me, it's gambling. But you can see in the last year chart. See, this is why I don't appease people who say, oh, 2024 is a bull run. Because when you zoom out to the year, look, this is when we ended the year. We're already way beyond that chart in market cap, and this is while being on a dump. If that doesn't tell you this is bullish, that this is a bull cycle, I don't know what does, right? And again, you zoom out. I always remind you guys with this chart, right? You zoom out to the real bear market in 22, which is, a good time to buy. Again, clear uptrend. Bitcoin dominance is climbing a bit, which I said would happen, expected. It has to reach its final all-time high, just like Frieza and Dragon Ball Z gets its final form before it gets defeated by Goku, in this case Ethereum, and then Ethereum starts outpacing the old coins, and then you're going to see Solana, XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, Turbo, Pepe, Bonk, all these coins, Sui, Ondo, they're all going to start rocket shipping, right? Which is phase 3, and then phase 4 is the micro caps, the sub 100 mil, sub 200 mil market cap cryptos. So yeah, we're in for a big altcoin season. And the reason why this one's going to feel the best out of all the cycles, because this is the return of the altcoins, right? I've been saying Ethereum since I started my channel is the dark horse in this cycle, and that this is going to be the narrative for this year, the return of the altcoins this year, possibly heading into 2026. A lot of people wrote off altcoins, which is why I'm very excited to buy them, because when they do realize altcoins are here to stay, we're seeing all these partnerships being launched. Trump came out with his own coin, Roller Finance. We're seeing all these different partnerships happening. BlackRock, we got Ondo, we got a lot of crypto trying to tokenize a lot on their ledger. A lot happening for altcoins. Okay, Bitcoin too, but altcoins as well. We're seeing altcoin ETFs, for God's sakes. Like, we're seeing altcoin ETFs. If that doesn't tell you altcoins are going to do fine, I don't know what does. Let's go back to see what's trending real quick. I'm just curious. Usually shit coins are trending during times like this. We'll see what happens here. And naturally speaking, here we see Overtake, Boost, Infinity. I'm not even going to scroll down. Yeah, a bunch of crap coins. which makes sense. Altcoin season 53 out of 100, which I'm kind of surprised to see that. Fear and greed, I would say we're in fear, although it says we're in neutral. You can see we're right here in the orange, we're in fear. The only reason why we're in neutral is because Bitcoin is still above 110K roughly, and Ethereum has not dipped below 4K. But realistically speaking, for mid caps and low caps, we're in extreme fear. And you can see here, we're slightly in oversold territory according to the crypto RSI. So, I'm going to be placing a lot of buy orders for sure for crypto. Now is a good time to set limit orders. Okay. For those who don't know, I'm not sure what exchange you use, but Coinbase, at least on their advanced trade platform, has an option. So, for example, let's just say you think Bitcoin's going to hit 100K in a week or so. You put a buy order in at 100K, and let's just say in a few days you fall asleep for 17 hours straight, and you're like, wow, I woke up. What happened? All of a sudden you find out you bought a Bitcoin at 100K. Because maybe it hit there for 5 seconds, then all of a sudden shot back up because Michael Saylor decided to buy everything else in Bitcoin. So, yeah, that's the beauty of limit orders. I actually use them effectively. I bought Bitcoin back in 2022 at 15K. And sure enough, it happened at 3 in the morning, which is usually when you see discounts, and also on the weekends like today, which is why I primarily buy, well, not so much early in the morning because I'm not much of a night owl anymore, although I'm fighting against that. But I buy on the weekends a lot because the weekends is when everyone tends to sell off. And then Monday is usually, where things pick up because market open, right? Crypto is getting very closely correlated to stocks, especially the NASDAQ and the S&P. And the S&P I saw close, I think, at the highest it ever has in quite some time recently. So it's bullish for the overall market, right? And I keep saying this because people don't really understand. Like, it's not Jerome Powell putting the money printer back on that creates the bullishness factor. It's the shift from the whales moving their money from risk off assets to risk on assets, right? The wealthy are always thinking about yield. How can they make more money with their money? How can their money make them more money? They're always thinking this, right? And right now, the average, high yield savings account is less than 4% interest. Back in the bear market in 22, it was 5% interest in most accounts. What's going to happen is when they cut interest rates, they're going to literally cut the interest rates on these accounts and everything else. And they're going to realize inflation is superseding the yield of their balances, and they're going to move their money to risk on assets, Bitcoin, crypto, stock ETFs, stocks, crypto ETFs, microcaps, mid caps, and yes, even meme coins. So this is why I'm very confident that we're going to see a tremendous bull cycle, because I've been studying the market for quite some time. I've also been in stocks, and every single time without fail, retail thinks the sky is falling, that we're entering the ice age and the market's never recovering. And every single time without fail, they're proven wrong. And this crypto cycle will be no different. It will be no different. Again, if you take out all the distractions and noise and black swan events we had, and we put ourselves in the 4-year cycle time frame, we're still on track. Q4 is coming, and we've already seen all-time highs for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and XRP is getting close in some top 100. Okay, we've seen how fast Ethereum can rip when it wants to, how fast Bitcoin can rip when it wants to. How fast do you think it's going to be for your altcoins when they rip? We've seen meme coins 100x overnight. We've seen mid caps like Arrow over 3x in a week or less. Okay, Arrow at one point was 14 cents for us. It went up to $1.50 recently. Now it's at $1.10 on a cool off. You see how quick that happens? And then what happens? While these altcoins, they form higher lows. So again, this is why I stress the importance of dollar cost averaging and also joining a support group. Okay, whether you want a portfolio review, whether you want to talk to me, see what I'm buying, see what I'm selling, see my courses, the early retirement course, profit taking course, it's going to come in handy. I promise you on that. Or my research course. If you want a portfolio review and a VIP chat, whale tier. If you want everything else, and aside from the portfolio review, shark tier. We do Q&A conference calls. I can't always make a live stream, so I'm usually there a lot more than here. But that being said, now more than ever, make sure you're surrounding your environment that's conducive for growth, whether it's the people in it, whatever you're doing within it. Okay, now more than ever, that is important, because if you're surrounded by sheep who are also scared, guess who's going to sell their crypto positions with them. You. And the last thing you want to do during this time is sell your crypto right before the rips take place. And again, I am not here to sound like a parrot. Like, I don't know who else you're watching. I'm not here to tell you the bull cycle, the profit ticket stage is happening tomorrow. All I'm saying is it is coming. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is coming. And if you're not ready, it's going to blow past you like a bad storm. And you're going to look back and be like, what the hell did I just do? This is not me trying to say that, you're far off, that you're too late. In fact, if you're making your moves now within the next couple of weeks, you're actually in a great position to make money before retail comes back, before your peers come back. A lot of people are going to wait until they see mid caps wake up before they start getting back into crypto. I'm talking Turbo back to a penny, Everdrone back to $2, XRP above 3, Solana above 200, Cardano back to $1, $1.50. People are going to wait for these prices to show up before they look at altcoins again. And they're going to realize it was a bad time to wait. So I hope you understand my position here. Okay, I'm here to, yes, educate you, yes, give you the reassurance you need, especially if you're a beginner. But I'm literally telling you the ball is in your court. It's really up to you on what you do with it. Either you take the damn shot or you keep dribbling forever or you just throw it away and walk away. Okay, I really want to see you succeed. I obviously words can only go so far. Yeah, I'm not here to sound like I understand your situation. I don't. Obviously, everyone's different. But I know a lot of you want to make a lot of money and change your life. And the way you do that is taking action during times like these, not just times where you feel good, but times where you feel shitty or times where you feel like you're stressed and don't know what to do. And it's capitalizing on that moment, taking your emotions out of it, bringing in logic to replace it, and being consistent every single day. You do this, and I guarantee you'll come out on top of this a confident, successful, and more importantly, a financially free investor who can do whatever they want. I hope this video inspires you. If it did, again, please leave a like. I'll probably do a live stream soon. I know a lot of you guys enjoy that. But on that note, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.